everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yasmin and this is Yasmin's Made with Love, Flosstube number 63. If this is first time for you to watching me, welcome. And if you are my returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Today is Friday, 22nd of March, and it's been about 3 weeks since I recorded last. It's been a really productive 3 weeks, so I have got, excuse me, quite a few things to show you. Before I go any further, I just would like to, highlight the fact that it is a Ramadan, and I have been staying up for a really long time at night. So that's why I have got quite lots of stitching to show you. That's not something what I would be able to do, if in a normal circumstances. So please do not feel like that's like the normal amount of stitching, because it is not. But before we go any further, I would like to tell you a little bit more about what is been happening, about the new stuff in my shop. So since we seen each other last time, I have released 7 new boxes, painted boxes, which are listed on my new website at this moment. They are crafted with love. They are definitely I spent lots of time to creating and designing the patterns on the top. So if you are interested, they are already listed in my on my website. I believe that they are reasonably priced, considering how much work it takes, for one box to be completed. So if you are interested, the boxes, I will put all of the information of everything what I am showing you and telling you about. I will be included in a description down below. I've also will include pictures of the boxes on the side, so you can have a look what they are. Additionally, I am running a first sale on my new website. I think this is something what I will be doing annually at the end of kind of season, or or like when before I introduce a new collection. So this time I have discounted quite few of the product, and it's not because there is something wrong with them. It is they are mainly designs from my 2023 collections. So I would like to make some space for a new stuff coming, because I have got several new releases coming very soon and I need a space. Also, I discounted some of the charts which will be discontinued. I won't be reprinting them once all of the quantities are gone. So I have got quite few copies in my own stock. You can get some of the copies in 123 Stitch and other online and physical needlework shops. But like I've mentioned, once they are gone, they're gone. I won't be reprinting them. And the charts I'm talking about, it is the Bird Collection book, which includes 7 patterns. So this one, once it's gone for good. And then I've also created last year a bundle of folk birds, the variety of folk birds. So at this moment, collection includes 7 designs. So I created bundle of 7, and they are there is only limited number. I think I have got maybe like 15 copies, like 15 bundles. You cannot get them anywhere else. So I discounted them, and they basically they come about less than £2 a pattern, so like 7 patterns for £18. And again, they are listed on my website. Once they're gone, they're gone. I won't be doing them anymore. Of course, you can buy them individually, but then each pattern costs more than £2. So this is kind of great value for money if you want to have a whole collection in a one go. I also want to mention then all of my UK customers, they are eligible for the free delivery. Sadly, I'm unable to offer the same to my international customers. As you all know, the international postage is really expensive. However, I have found the best rate that exists. It is a flat rate, it's not tracking. However, it is less expensive than any type of tracking or special delivery. If someone is really keen or like is really worried, then you know something is going to happen, you know, then the person maybe get missing or damaged or something, then there is an always option to, you can email me and you can pay for tracking shipping, and I can organize this for you as well. What else I want to say? So yeah, so this is what is been happening in terms of my new website. I've also had 2 new releases. First one, you were able to see if you follow me on Instagram. I have released for a general public, for all of you, a pattern called When the Owl Sings, and this was pattern which was exclusive for the Zine magazine for the Forest Friends edition in last September. So now this chart is available for all of you, and I've offered this chart in 2 versions, one as a physical copy and one as a PDF. Now both versions, physical copy and PDF, is available on my new website, and the PDF version is available on Etsy. I also would like to let you know, if you are a UK customer, that the prices are different, and this is only because Etsy is adding 20% of VAT on top of the PDFs. So on my website, this chart is listed as a PDF and it costs £8. On my Etsy, it's listed as a PDF and it costs £12. And it is not because I want more, it's just because that's how much Etsy charges. If you are a US customer, then this does not affect you at all. But for the UK customer, it is almost £4 in difference. So that's why I am offering the PDFs on my new website as well. So everyone pays the same price, and also UK customers, they have got a free postage if they decided to get a physical copy. So this is the first new design. Now I have got a second new design, which I showed a little sneak peek on my Instagram, I think a couple of days ago, I'm not quite sure. The official reveal of the design on Instagram will be on Sunday at 6 o'clock. So this is kind of exclusive review to everybody who watch my Flosstube. I won't be announcing this on Instagram as well, so only those who watch my Flosstube regularly will be able to see it first. So this was exclusive Patreon design not so long ago. However, I decided to release it to a general public because it is a perfect design to celebrate the beginning of new season, and because I have been working on a model, I stitched it myself and I really enjoy stitching it, and I just couldn't wait to share this design with all of you. The design is stitched, maybe I'm going to tell you what is it, what materials I've used it. So the design is stitched with the Roxy Flossco flosses, and it is stitched on linen by Fabric Flair in a shade of tea stain. However, full DMC conversion is provided for this design. And drum roll, this is Bird Tree. I absolutely love this design. I love how colorful it is. Roxy Flossco, Roxy flosses are absolutely gorgeous, really bright, and the DMC conversion is pretty similar. So if you cannot get a hand on Roxy flosses, then the DMC will give you very similar effect. Love it. And this is stitched on 32 count. I love it. I had this frame in my stash. I had something else frame in it, so I removed the old project and I used it for this frame because I absolutely love it. So this is my second new release this month, and it is called Bird Tree, and it is available as a physical copy and PDF on my website and as a PDF in my Etsy store. Okay, now I have got a few other finishes I've managed to do this month, and I'm really pleased because they are my old whips. So finally I can start crossing out projects from my book of stitches. So let me show you what I have been working on. So first of all, I finished Barbara Anna Gothic Light, and this was my new start last year sometime, so I'm not quite sure. So it is finished. I have used only some of the called for DMCs, and the rest of them are DMCs which are very similar in shade, but they are not called for. So I use my own stash, and this is on 32 count Murano Bissoled Splash. Absolutely, I love this. However, I do need to, I must confess that I do prefer Barbara Anna Dreaming Gauze with the eyes closed. Love this, love this, love this. So this is my first finish. Now I have a second finish, which again was my whip from last year, and it is again Barbara Anna, and I finished Blue Dreams. It was also stitch along, which I joined in with Sarah cross stitch Sarah on Instagram and YouTube now, and Kim Stitchy Squirrel on Instagram and YouTube. So I finished it a few days ago. Again, I've used only colors called for the face. Everything else is similar in shade. I've made several mistakes with blue, and I'm really glad to tell you that on the camera you cannot really see, but there are some differences in shade, especially in a lighted blue, because I was stitching at night and I had several projects on the table, and I think I've pulled out on a few occasions the wrong blues, but I really love this. Gorgeous. And this is stitched on 32 count brick by Fiber on a Whim. Love this. I will be doing lots of framing this weekend because I have got lots of finishes. And the last finish I had for you this month, it is my own model, and this is design which I will be releasing in September for sampler September, all together with variety of other samplers I am working on. I am a full steam ahead with stitching models and designing new exclusive stuff which will be coming out in May. I'm also stitching models for Christmas in July as well. There will be a limited exclusive edition of charts and boxes too. So I am doing lots of things behind the scene. However, let's go back to my finish. So this is my red sampler. I've stitched this on 32 count buttermilk fabric flare with DMC in 2 shades. I really love this. It's really my favorite style. It's folky, it's flowery, it's bold. So another finish. So I will be going to my shop under my desk with all the frames, and I will be looking for some great frame to frame this piece. So this is everything I have finished and released this month. Now I have another pile of things which I've been working on, and they are my whips. I am really on the mission to tackle as many whips as I can during the Ramadan, because it is a great opportunity to stitch, because as I've mentioned, I do stay up for long. Obviously, throughout the day I am a little bit busy with other things. I cook a lot. I cook for several hours a day. I know it's I'm not exaggerating. I make bread every day. I cook hot food. I cook lots of type of kind of Moroccan food, but also like infusion with Polish influences and like Middle Eastern influences. So I cook a lot because this is another passion of mine. I love cook. That's why I'm so chunky, because I like my food. So yeah, so throughout the day I do lots of cooking. Of course, I sleep a little bit throughout the day as well, just in order to stay up at night. Because, you know, during Ramadan, I fast whole day, so I cannot have no coffee, anything to eat. So then at night I'm trying to make up everything what I wasn't able to do. So that's why kind of my month is upside down. My day is at night and my night is in a day. But at night, you know, once I have got minutes, once my children are in bed because they are too young to fast, and my husband is at work, or sometimes he just watch TV with me, I just go full steam ahead with stitching and, you know, doing all the things. So WIP I have been working on regularly until 6 days ago. It is my temperature stitch along. It is a free design from Tetris Traditions, and it is 360 little Palestinian Tetris motifs. So I am stitching one motif a day, and I'm recording temperature of the day as well. So we had quite few warm days in February. That's where the all greens are. But then it dropped again to kind of below 10. So we had lots of blues. And now I have got 6 motifs, which I will be stitching in green again, because, you know, spring has sprung and the weather improved and it's really nice and warm now. So it's above 10, so I can use my greens. So the remaining 6 motifs I will be stitching in this area in a shade of green. I absolutely love this project, and I love how kind of low maintenance it is. It is a one tiny motif a day, so it's really easy to keep up. Love it. And I'm stitching this on 16 count Ada black with the colors I selected myself, and they are kind of in this rainbow colors, so they're very bright and absolutely I love them. So this is WIP number 1. Now WIP number 2, it is a stitch along, started in February 28 by Meloca Designs, and it is a mystery stitch along. So again, I'm gonna take away the reminder so you won't be able to see. The part 2 is been released last week, so next week it's the part 3. I'm still on the part 1, and I have not worked on it a lot. I've done this brown kind of checkered, so I need to really make an effort and start working on the part 2 before the part 3 is released. But this kind of became an, you know, a habit. Then I kind of always fall behind, and then I do catching up before they come up with a new stitch along. So I am using a 14 count Ada and the floss pack, which I bought from Meloca Designs. Now, next WIP I've worked on is again Meloca Designs, and this is my unexpected start from last month after watching Amanda Alba Stitcher and also Stitchy Sally. I think Stitchy Sally has joined Amanda because for the same reason I joined. It's just very cute design. So Amanda's Stitch Along, it is all about celebrating Scotland. I'm not Scottish, but I love Meloca Designs, so I decided to join in a sal called Tiny Nation, Mighty Tiny Nation, something like that. So I am stitching the Highland cow pattern, which is available in the World of Cross Stitching magazine. And also it is available as a kit on Meloca Designs website, and a PDF available as well. So I am using old called for DMCs on 14 count Ada, because I have finished several of Meloca designs mandalas before, and all of them are on the white Ada, and I like this kind of uniform look. In the past, I tried to go against my aesthetics, and I stitched, I think, penguin on the Splash Murano Mint, and I was almost to the end, and I just didn't like the fact that it's on a different fabric than everything else, so I decided to restart it. So that's why I carry on with my Ada on all the mandalas I started, and all the futures mandala will be stitched on Ada as well. I know then there are variety of opinion about the Ada, but I am Ada lover, so I have got nothing against. So this is how much I've stitched. So I stitched this area over here. I'm not sure exactly where I was before, but I stitch on it quite a lot. So I'm not that far from being done. You know, there is another eye and the nose, and there is, this design is quite small, and it's really easy going because there are many block of colors, so it's not as heavily confetti like the hedgehog, which since last time I haven't touched. So look forward to work on this some more. I also, the way I select my whips is on Monday I pick out about 4 to 5 whips from my basket, and I am aiming to finish at least half of them. Occasionally, if I really don't feel like I want to work on them, then I would pick another whip or I start something new. And this method has really worked for me, and I'm having lots of fun stitching, and I'm also able to, you know, tackle my whips at the same time. Now, the last whip I've worked on, it is Barbara Anna. It was my new start this month, and this is on the massive piece of fabric because I didn't want to trim it, and this is only fabric which is not serged. Shocking. So this is a new design by Barbara Anna called Peaceful Night Dreams, and I am using all called for DMC with exception to the orange. I didn't have a called for, and that was the orange I could find the quickest, so I decided to use it. So it is very bright, but I think it works really well with this design. Everything else is with the called for DMCs, and this is brown sugar 32 count fiber on the whim. I love this. It's quite demanding. It is like full coverage, but I absolutely love it. So I really wish to continue working on it this weekend to make it done, and then start the new Barbara Anna release, which is something toxic or poison or something. It's really cute. So really would like to tackle those Barbara Anna whips on the go I am currently having in my basket. So this is my final whip. I also started several new projects because I just really want to enjoy myself. I just wanted to stitch on things which I had planned to do for so long and always postpone it because of something else. And yeah, Ramadan was just a great opportunity to go for it. So in no particular order, I started 3 projects. So I'm going to show you them in no particular order. So the first one I'm about to show you, it is map of Morocco. It is from a Ukrainian shop on Etsy called Stitches Lovers Shop, and this is the code for DMC. So I have them all. They are gorgeous, and of course on Charlie's Feathers floss cards, because they are gorgeous. They are a mixture of different sets. So I have got birds, I have got just a plain, I have got the woodland and like variety, and of course the blink thing as well. So this is the code for colors. I am stitching this on 16 count Ada by Fiber on the Whim in a shade of evening sunshine, no, evening sunset, and I am stitching on the fabric upside down. So this is how much I have stitched so far. So instead of stitching with the sky up, I'm stitching this way because Kim told me to do it, and because she said it's gonna look better, and I listened to her, and I am really glad I did, because it looks absolutely awesome. So I am using all called for the DMC, with exception to the light. So you can see that there are a few buildings which are in a lighter shade, and the pattern calls for shades of grays. I didn't have them in my stash, so I am using off-white and ecru instead, and I think they work really well. And this gorgeous needle minder, it is from Cotton and Clay, and it is a real daisy, kind of in a resin. I won't say resin. Gorgeous. She also has got available in a variety of colors. I think pink one. I've seen pink one. Yeah, Laura is really great at making needle minders. Absolutely I love those needle minders. They're really beautiful looking. So Meloca Designs and Cotton and Clay Diamond, those are my two go-to places to get needle minders. Okay, next project I've started is very different to everything what I'm stitching. It is very personal. It's going to be my family heirloom. I am stitching this project for my family, for my husband especially, and my children, and this will be the project I will be having professionally framed for the very first time. And this is only because of the significance of this design and of amount of work it's going to take to finish it. So I am stitching a prior verse from the Quran. It is called Ayat Kursy, and this is something I wanted to do for several years now. I think when I recorded my first Flosstube in October of 2021, I mentioned that this is going to be my future project. However, you know, 3 Ramadans later, it just didn't happen. So I thought that this is just the right time to do it. I don't have a cover picture because I've lost it altogether with a list of called for colors. So I am using my own color conversion based on the little image I found on the bottom of the pattern. So this is the design. It's quite large. It ends up being about 50 by 50, so 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters on 16 count Ada. So it is quite large project, and to make this even more special, I am outlining every single letter in gold metallic. So I am using, like I've mentioned, my own color conversion, and I chose all of this this kind of bright yellows and oranges and red, and then I'm outlining everything with a gold DMC diamond grand. So this is what I'm using for all of the outlining, and I am splitting this into a three strands. So it is a little bit of work. It's not the easiest task, but I absolutely love the look of it, and I'm just about to show you the design. Let me just put the flosses away. So this is how much I have done so far. So this is the bottom of design, because I read the pattern upside down, and I usually start from the top left corner, but it is a circular design, so I decided to kind of start in the middle. But then when I looked, the letters were upside down, so this is actually the bottom of my project. So I'm stitching from the bottom up. So this is how much I stitched, and it's going to be gorgeous. Really gorgeous. This is the first project like that I have stitched, and I loved it. I love it. I know my husband is gonna love it. He's so excited when he sees me working on it. It's going to be gorgeous. It's really, really special project. And again, this is needle-minded from cotton and clay. So let me open up the fabric. So this is pretty much how large this project is going to be. I have got approximately 3 inches borders from all the way around. So yeah, this is like 13 pages pattern. So and I'm not even halfway on the first page. So it's going to be large, but I also know it's going to be gorgeous. And now the last new project I started a few days ago. It is my own design, which was released last year during my London Marathon fundraiser. So I offered this in exchange for donation to my fundraising page, and then after completing London Marathon, I offered this chart in my Etsy as a PDF version, and I started the model for the first time on 18 count Ada with Tom and Lily Creation flosses in a shades of variety of gems, and I absolutely loved it. However, as I was stitching, I wasn't sure if I want to have it on Ada, so I put the whip away for a little while, and then meantime I was taking the flosses from this particular design to use for something else, and some of those flosses I actually used for this design and for a few others. So when it came to actually start stitching with the selected colors, I didn't have them anymore, so I decided to change the idea and stitch this with reds, because I have got a little red sampler wall upstairs, so I thought this would work great. So I am using Roxy Flosco colors in a shade Inappropriate and Fuji. So they're very, very beautiful, and since I was convinced that stitching on 46 count is easy, so I get myself believed and I'm fully able of doing it. So I am actually stitching the model on the 46 count linen by Coffee Crafts fabric. It's in a shade of like a, I would say lemon, but like kind of lime green, very, very pale lime green. And I'm sorry for the working thread. So this is how much I have done so far. I absolutely love 46 count, and for some reason I found 46 count much easier than 40 count. I have tried 40 count in the past for several projects and I always struggled, but for some reason 46 count, the little holes, they are so visible. So I worked on it one evening and a little bit last night. Absolutely, I love this. So I'm also making changes to the pattern as I go. I don't have a kind of idea. I want some elements to be added to this pattern, so I am adding extra borders. I will be adding extra borders around. I will be adding some motifs in the middle. So once this model is completely stitched, fully stitched, I will be adding this onto my website as a PDF version only. I'm not going to be do the paper versions, paper copy. So if you have purchased the Tulips and Stars pattern from my Etsy shop before and you would like to have the new version, then just email me with your Etsy order, then I will send you the PDF completely free. I love this, absolutely love this. I never knew that 46 count can be so fun. Okay, so this was my last new project. So I think it is quite a lot in 3 weeks. It is unusually more than I am capable of stitching. And this makes me really happy because, you know, I've done some work stitching and I've done pleasure stitching. So it's everything is, you know, heading in the right direction. I also have got 2 projects which I kitted up, and I would like to start as well. The first one, it was, I'm not quite sure if still is, but at the time it was free from Meloca Designs website, and it was the design for the rooster mandala. So you had to I think Megan, she made a post, and then if you were interested, you had to leave the message in a comment saying that you would like one, and then she sent you the link to get the pattern, like DM to get the pattern. And that was also for newsletters subscribers only. So the link was to subscribe to a newsletter, and then you were eligible to get the pattern. So I downloaded the pattern immediately, and then I also purchased the floss pack from Megan. I kind of found it buying floss pack and the fabric pack more convenient, because I didn't have any of those colors in stock, so I would have to buy each DMC. There are colors, at least 10 colors. Yes, nicely banded up. I don't want to undo it. So it's like at least 10 colors. So DMC in the UK, the cheapest one I can get for 90p, £1. So, you know, 10 colors is £10, and then the fabric another 10, so it's 20 quid. This one cost me, I think, 17.99. So it's pretty much the same, and there are quite lots leftovers from the pack as well. So I decided to get the pack. So this will be my new start. Excuse me, this will be my new start as well in the next few days. And the last new start, this is something I put together several years ago, and I have got everything. I have got flosses, which I managed to take from my own stash. So this is all called for DMCs. And the pattern is, it's quite full coverage, so I will be using Ada for this. Excuse me, I'm going to have a hiccup. And this is Kaleidoscope by Etsy seller, and let me check if I can. No, there is no name for it, but I really love how big the pattern is. So this is basically like a mosaic squares, and I will be stitching this on 16 count white Ada, since it is a full coverage. It's going to be an easy stitch, easy and fun stitch. I need to check if I have got 16 count Ada in my stash. Otherwise I will be using 32 count white linen, because it's quite similar and easy to stitch. So my lovely friends, this is all my stitching and all my stuff from past 3 weeks. So I'm very, very pleased. Yes, I look forward to, you know, the remaining 3 weeks of Ramadan. We'll see how much more I can stitch. Now, if you watched my video previously, thank you so much, by the way. I have been saying that I'm heading towards 2,500 subscribers. I haven't reached that yet. I think I'm 20 people away from this milestone. So if you are not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe, and maybe, you know, like and comment, and, you know, hit the notification bell so you always know when I post a video. I have planned some great giveaway, and that includes one of my painted box. It will be open internationally, so everyone can have a chance. Hopefully in the next 3 weeks this is going to happen, but if no, then no, I will wait until it happens. But it would be a great to celebrate this milestone. What else I want to tell you? I will be occasionally doing little YouTube shorts, especially I really enjoy making short videos for my product. So on quite a few days ago, I have made two YouTube shorts about how am I using my boxes, so they are over here. So this is prototype. This will never go to sale because those are boxes which I tried different mediums, so like paint and different vinyls on the inside, different designs. So they messed up, like they have got, each side has got a different design, but I'm not going to be changing them because I just love the way they are. They're just random. Your boxes, the boxes I have got for sale, they are much prettier than my one. But I am using those boxes to show you how I store things, what I am using them for. And I have them also in a variety of shapes and sizes. So I just want to show you one, just to kind of give you idea that those boxes are not just to, they have got lots of use. So for example, I have got this box which I bought, I think somewhere in a charity shop, and I painted the top with the birds. And then in this one, for example, I am holding all of this kind of DMC variegated, plus all of the like the golden metallics and all of those flosses. So I know that this box is for all of those things. Now I have got two boxes on the top, and I am keeping all of this haberdashery stuff like ribbons and pom-pom trims and all of that. And then in the other one is for like buttons and charms and pins and all of that. So they are not only looking pretty, but they also have got a great function. In those over here, I am keeping all of my spare DMCs, which are I have a DMC chest, but this holds my master set, and I have almost all the DMCs. So this is the spare colors, because I used to have a tendency of buying colors without actually checking how much stock I already own. So it gets to the point that I had like, I don't know, 10 skein of black DMC and, you know, colors which I use for designing all the time. So I made myself a color coded boxes. So I have got reds for all of the oranges and red, and for all of the pinks and reds. Then I have got yellow for oranges and yellows, and then I have got pink for purples and blues. And then on top of them, I have got all the browns and some darker shades. So they are great for, you know, for storing your things, but also they give a little bit of artisan look into your space, into your craft space. So this is everything I wanted to share with you today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you're going to like it and comment and share with your friend and spread the news. Then Yasmin's Made with Love is trying to reach 2,500 subscribers on YouTube. And I will see you again in 3 weeks' time. Have a wonderful stitchy time. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.